Mary runs a beauty salon.
Hello.
She arrives at work in the morning and sees one odd thing. Can you spot what's wrong with this place? The mirror images of these two clients are swapped. Mary says hi to all employees, but there's one imposter among them. Can you tell who? This guy over here. Cutting hair doesn't require kitchen ladles. One of the clients is unhappy about her haircut. She approaches Mary and demands her money back. Mary asks two of her best hairdressers, "Ladies, who did this haircut?" Nina says, "It was Sarah." And Sarah blames Nina. Can you guess who actually did the haircut? It was Sarah. The client's little purple hairs are still on her black dress. Mary is taller than Sarah, and Nina is shorter than Mary. We know that only one of the following statements is correct. 1. Sarah is taller than Nina. 2. Nina is taller than Sarah. 3. It cannot be determined if Nina or Sarah is the tallest. Can you guess which one? Statement 3 is correct. The only thing that we know for sure is that Mary is the tallest. If Nina and Sarah have different heights, one of the other statements is also correct. But if Nina and Sarah have the same height, none of the other two statements are correct. Mary walks around the beauty salon to check if everything's fine. Can you find any odd details in this picture? There's a snake hiding in this woman's dreadlocks. After work, Mary is visiting her boyfriend, Steve, at the police station.
Hello.
Steve is a detective. He just finished interrogating these 3 criminals. One of these guys is planning to escape tonight. Can you guess who? There's a nail file in this guy's cake, so he's the one who's planning to escape. Mary and Steve are having a romantic walk in the park late at night. Can you see anything weird here? There are 2 moons in the sky.
Oh my God!
Suddenly, a thief pops out of nowhere, grabs Mary's bag, and runs away.
Oh, no.
Steve follows him, but the thief runs into a nightclub and blends in with the crowd. The thief was wearing a mask, so Steve couldn't see his face. Can you help him catch the criminal? The thief was wearing a gold watch on his right hand, just like this guy. The next day, Mary is holding a workshop for hairdressers. There are 10 students in one classroom. Each person can see the entire room and everyone else. Mary wants to place a wig so that all but one person can see it. Where would you place the wig in the room? She should put the wig on anyone's head. Mary looks out the window and sees a football team in front of the beauty salon. Each guy is holding a sign with some inscription. Can you guess who the message is for? One of the football players is asking Emily out on a date. At the end of her working shift, Mary goes to the basement to check the drinking water supply. Suddenly, the door slams, and she has to find an alternative way out. Mary walks through a creepy basement and finds 3 doors. A tunnel behind the first door is on fire. Behind the second door, there are UV lamps. And behind the third door, there are angry tigers waiting to jump on Mary. Which door should she choose? The first one. She can use a couple of the drinking water bottles and put out the fire. There are 3 ladies waiting in line for a manicure, but one of them cannot get her nails done. Can you tell who? This lady. Take a look at the reflection. It's just a cardboard cutout. The working day is over at 8 p.m. All the employees go home and Mary remains alone. She puts all the cash in the safe locker and goes home too. In the morning, she returns and finds out that all the cash is gone. She calls the police, and they question 3 suspects. Nina, the hairdresser, says, "I finished with my last client at 6 p.m. and left right away." Emma, the cleaning lady, says, "I cleaned all of the studio after Mary left. Then I locked the door and went home. I didn't notice anything suspicious." Sarah says, "I was waiting for my last client until 7:30, but he didn't show up. So I rescheduled the appointment for today and went home." Who's lying? Emma. Mary was the last person to leave the workplace yesterday. Mary goes on a date to a restaurant. Her boyfriend brings her flowers and chocolates. In the morning, she wakes up with a severe allergy. She goes to the hospital. Doctors find out that she was poisoned, but they don't know what kind of antidote she needs. Mary needs to identify the source quickly, so she hires a detective. He questions everyone who could give the allergen to Mary. Steve, the boyfriend, says, "We had the same food and drinks in the evening. I don't understand how it could happen." Pizza guy says, "I brought her pizza yesterday, but it was all right for sure. No one else complained about anything." And Bella, Mary's bestie, says, "I think it's her boyfriend's fault. He called me and asked what kind of flowers Mary liked. Who caused Mary's allergy?" Bella. She advised Steve to give Mary allergenic flowers. Mary gets well and goes back to work. She arrives at her beauty salon and sees these 3 clients. Only one of them is a natural blonde. Can you guess who? The first lady has black armpit hair, and the third lady has dark roots and eyebrows. Therefore, they are not natural blondes. And this elegant lady with green hair has light eyebrows and eyelashes, which means she's the only natural blonde among these 3 people. Suddenly, all the lights in the beauty salon turn off. Thankfully, in a few seconds, the light is back again. But Emily yells, "Someone stole my chocolate bar!" Mary interrogates 3 suspects. Emily's client says, "That wasn't me. I just got nail polish applied. And I'm still waiting for it to dry." Nina says, "I'm afraid of the dark, so when the lights went out, I just froze." And Angela says, "Someone pushed me in the dark and I fell on the floor." Who took the chocolate bar? Angela. She has crumbs on her cheek. Steve wants to give Mary a legendary gift for her birthday, but he has absolutely no idea what to get her. He decides to sneak into her laptop and check out her shopping cart. Mary goes to the bathroom and Steve sneaks into her room and turns on the laptop. It requires a password, but Steve doesn't know it. Luckily, there's a note next to Mary's laptop saying 6226. Sam tries it, but it doesn't work. Can you crack the password? Steve should try 222-222-66. Mary puts her stuff in the storage room and leaves for a while. When she returns, she notices that someone has stolen her bag. The manager calls the police and locks the doors. A policeman comes over and identifies 3 suspects. The hairdresser had a live stream with her Instagram followers. The manicurist says that she was focused on her work. And the cleaner says that he was washing the floor and he didn't notice anyone suspicious. Have you guessed who the thief is? The hairdresser. Take a look at her earrings. She left one of them at the crime scene. Mary gives her student Nancy a tricky task. She gives her 3 boxes. Each of the boxes contains hair extensions of a certain color and 2 statements. In one of the boxes, 2 statements are false. In the other boxes, both statements are true. Let's open up the first box. The 2 notes say, 1. Don't use this color. 2. Don't take the color from the second box. The 2 notes from the second box say, 1. Don't use the color from the first box. 2. And take the color from the third box. And finally, The notes in the third box say, 1. Don't use this color. 2. Take the color from the first box. Which color should Nancy choose to pass the test? Nancy should choose the color from the third box.
That's it for today. So hey, if you pacified your curiosity, then give the video a like and share it with your friends. Or if you want more, just click on these videos and stay on the bright side. Here's an easy one to warm up. Can you find the one and only B among these twos? Oh, it's right there. One of the many sevens here is a Z. Do you see it? Good job! There's one letter S hiding between all these fives. Excellent, it's right here. How about this one? I won't tell you the odd one out letter this time. You have to find it yourself. Yay, it's a C. Here's a bunch of Q's. 3 of these letters aren't like the rest of them. Can you find them all? Done! There are 3 O's here, and I'm sure you managed to find them all. 3 of these letters don't belong here because they are nothing like the others. Do you see them? There are 3 W's. Can you find 3 8s here? Got them. I need a pen to keep track of my points. Can you help me find one here? Thanks so much for helping me out. I think I need a little snack, but I'm allergic to apples. Do you think you could help me find a pear here? Here it is. I'd like to top it with pineapple. Yum, so good and fresh. Quiz time. Do you know what a hexagon is? Yep, it's a plane figure with 6 straight sides and angles. And one of those is hiding right here. Found it! You deserve a little something for all of your efforts. Can you find it among these hearts? Yay! It's an apple for you! Moving up, here's a bunch of golden eggs, and one of them is somehow different from the rest. Do you see it? I'm impressed. How about a slice of pizza? It's yours if you can find the odd one out. Well done! I think these roosters can wake up an entire village. One of them stands out though. Can you see it? Yay! It's hiding right here. One of these apples is definitely more delicious than others. You'll see it yourself when you find it. Success! Time for a more substantial meal. Find the fried egg that's not like the others. They're all exactly the same. Just kidding. It's this one on the right. Here's a task for those who can read between the lines or through layers of color. Let's see if you're one of them. That was an easy one. It's the word fame. How about this one? Wow, I'm impressed. And it's also the correct answer. Next, please. I think it's the word list, and it's correct. Can you figure this one out? The answer here is ill. And here's the trickiest of them all. I believe you can make it. Did you see it was bog? Now let's go on a little safari. Can you spot the hedgehog? Here it is, hiding in the corner. One of these seals is in fact a kitten. Do you see it? Hello there, little one. Do you think a coyote is good company for kangaroos? I think it's safer to find it before they get in trouble. Good job! A little hamster ran away from home. It's hiding somewhere at the farmer's market. Help it find its way back. Thanks for saving it. You were trying to capture the landscape, but a seagull got in. Can you find it to crop it out of the image? Well, looks like it won't work out since it's almost in the middle. 3 images here are exactly the same, and one of them stands out. Can you name it? Knew it was this one. There's an extra wolf here. What about these giraffe portraits? Ouch! This one's missing its ears. Look at these beautiful wild cats. They sort of look the same to me, but one picture is different from others. It's this one. Here are some penguins in their natural habitat. Can you spot the odd one out? Only this picture here has an iceberg in it. Time to hit the beach. But first, find 5 differences between these 2 pictures. Blue instead of red here, white car, palm tree, a parasol, oh, and an extra roof here. While you're figuring out what game they're playing, find 5 differences between the images. Well done! Whoa, not so fast! Do you see how the picture on the right is different from the one on the left? Sure, you got them all! These houses look identical to me, but are they really? Nope, they are different in 5 details. Did you spot them all? The view from these balloons must be something. The pictures are different in 5 ways. Can you name them all? I didn't expect the yellow balloon to change its color. The way you see certain images can tell a lot about your personality. What does this one look like to you? If it looks like a lion to you, you're a well-balanced, positive, and cheerful person. You make friends easily, as you have an open mind and soul. You love sharing jokes and make everyone feel comfortable around you. You never give up and believe everything happens for the best. If you see a hand in this image, looks like you're an artist at heart, or maybe that's your real job. You have your own vision of the world, and you can always find the most creative solution to any problem. You don't mix with new people easily and only have a couple of real friends, but they're for life. What do you think about this one? If it's an apple to you, you take things for what they are and are pretty happy with what you have in life. You know you can always rely on your close people and they'll support you no matter what. You're always in a good mood and you pass it on to others. If you saw 2 profiles here first, relationships are your big priority in life. You might be going through a time of uncertainty with someone special to you. Remember, the best you can do is discuss it together and not hold it all in your heart. Things will surely get better. This one seems pretty obvious, but there must be a double meaning. If you see the jungle here, you're a natural explorer. Boredom is what you fear the most. You always want to try new things and go to new places. When someone offers to join them on an adventure, you never ask for details and just say yes. If you saw the face first, your home meets the world to you. You feel most comfortable inside your own little fortress. You enjoy decorating it to make it even cozier. If you have to choose between a night out and staying at home, it'll always be your own home and the people that make it so dear to you. Now take a look at the next image. What comes to your mind first? If it's a crown, you like to be the center of attention. You feel great giving speeches and performing on stage. You love to see the impression you leave on others, and you need that energy to be happy. Keep getting better at what you do, and the stage will always be yours. If you noticed a nice lady with her eyes closed first, you aren't too shy, but you feel more comfortable out of the spotlight. You sometimes think others are more talented or have more important things to say than you do, so you make way for them. Remember, you also deserve attention. Moving on, how about this image? If you see a face here, you always see the big picture and can get a grip on any situation quickly. You analyze things in your mind and make the right conclusions. If it's a picture of the city with a lonely girl in the distance to you, you have a talent for seeing the details. You know the little things matter, and you have great taste and make this world a more beautiful place. An ancient soul that carries universal wisdom within, or a young beginner excited about every new experience? What is the actual age of your soul? These 20 questions will help reveal the truth. Get ready to track your points and see the result at the end of the video. What kind of friend are you? A. The crazy friend. I'm all for adventure. B. The advisor. People listen to me. C. The loyal friend. My friends know they can rely on me. D. The lucky friend. I always get out of trouble unscathed. Option A brings you 20 points. If you add B, add 40 points to your count. Option C is worth 30 points. And in case you chose option D, give yourself 10 points. Where would you rather live? A. In a beautiful high-rise apartment. B. With my parents. C. In a rustic cottage in the countryside. Or D. I feel at home anywhere. Option A gives you 20 points. B adds 10 points to your score. Option C brings 30 points, and D adds 40 points. What would you like to achieve in life? A. Stability and peace. B. World fame. C. Just stay my genuine self. D. A loving relationship. If you had A, add 10 points to your score. Option B gives you 20 points. Option C is worth 40 points, and D brings you 30 points. What issue do you struggle with the most? A. Apathy and laziness. B. Cynicism and boredom. C. Low self-esteem and feeling lost. D. Loneliness and anxiety. Option A brings you 20 points. Add 40 points for option B. Option C gives you 10 points. And D adds 30 points to your score. You feel happiest when you A. Win in a competition. B. I'm always happy. C. Have a party with friends. D. Spend time alone. Option A is worth 20 points. B brings you 40 points. C adds 30 points to your score. Option D is worth 10 points. What is your worst quality? A. I'm too cynical. B. I'm overly naive. C. I can get too emotional. D. I'm too hardworking. Okay, option A is worth 40 points, B brings you 10 points, C adds 20 points to your count, and option D gives you 30 points. What scares you the most? A. Being limited and controlled. B. Never finding true love. C. Losing my family. D. Betraying my values. Option A brings you 20 points, B gives you 30 points, C adds 10 points to your basket, and option D brings you 40 points. What time do you go to bed? A. I often stay up all night. B. Around midnight. C. At 1 a.m. or so. D. No later than 10 p.m. Option A adds 20 points to your count. B brings 30 points, option C gives you 10 points, and D adds 40 points to your score. How do you prefer to get your news? A. Via the social media feed. B. I avoid it altogether. C. Friends tell me everything. D. I watch news on TV. Option A adds 20 points to your score. B brings you 40 points. Option C is worth 10 points. And D adds 30 points to your count. What career do you think suits you the best? A. Rock star. B. Top manager. C. Freelance artist. D. Writer. Option A is worth 10 points. B brings you 30 points. C adds 20 points to your count. Option D gives you 40 points. What's your relationship like with your relatives? A. I love them dearly. B. I don't want to be like them. C. I need them. D. I feel related to every human. Option A is worth 20 points. B brings you 30 points. C adds 10 points to your score. Option D gives you 40 points. What color do you like more? A. Yellow, B. Green, C. Pink, D. Purple. Option A brings you 20 points, 30 points for option B, C gives you 10 points, and D adds 40 points to your score. Pick an animal. A. A whale, B. A tiger, C. A monkey, D. A horse. Option A brings you 40 points, B gives you 20 points, C adds 10 points to your count, and option D brings you 30 points. Your perfect weekend would be A. Meditating in nature, B. A barbecue party with friends, C. Going on an exotic vacation, D. Trying something new, maybe artistic workshop. Option A is worth 40 points, B brings you 30 points, C adds 20 points to your score, option D gives you 10 points. What qualities do you expect to see in your ideal romantic partner? A. Passion and charisma, B. Caring and kind-heartedness, C. Self-sufficiency and joyfulness, D. Peace of mind and devotion. Option A brings you 20 points, 30 points for option B, option C gives you 40 points, and D adds 10 points to your score. Almost there! Who did you dream to become when you were little? A. A wizard, B. An astronaut, C. A famous actor, D. I wanted to follow in my father's footsteps. Option A brings you 40 points. Option B is worth 30 points. C gives you 20 points, and D adds 10 points to your score. What meal would you prefer? A. Extra hot Chinese noodles, B. A fruit salad or smoothie, C. A burger with French fries, D. Just coffee with cookies, please. Option A brings you 20 points. Option B is worth 40 points. Option C gives you 10 points, and D adds 30 points. If your life was a movie, what would it look like? A. Action or horror movie, B. Romantic comedy, C. Fantasy or Indian series, D. Adventure cartoon. Option A brings you 20 points, B is worth 30 points, option C gives you 40 points, and D is worth 10 points. Do you memorize the dreams you see at night? A. I literally have never had any dreams. B. My dreams are usually black and white. C. Bro, I do lucid dreaming every night. D. I dream in colorful, fantastic images. Well, dreamers, if you chose option A, add 20 points to your score. Option B is worth 30 points. Option C brings you 40 points. And D is worth 10 points. And finally, the last question. If you were a piece of furniture, then which one? A. A dinner table, B. A fancy mirror, C. A cozy couch, D. A king-size bed. Option A brings you 30 points, B is worth 40 points, option C gives you 10 points, and D is worth 20 points. Now it's time to sum up all your points. If your final score is 200 to 350, you are a baby soul. It means your soul is at the beginning stage of its development, but that's not a bad thing. Although you may face a lot of uncertainty in your life, your innocent heart has a lot of love and hope. Where others see closed doors, you see an abundance of exciting opportunities, and you're brave enough to take them. That's why people may call you lucky, and it's not surprising, the universe protects its babies while they grow. If you've got 350 to 500 points, your soul is a teenager. The most important thing for you is independence. You perceive the outside world as a competition, defending your boundaries and strive to win. You're adventurous, competitive, and hardworking. Teenage souls pursue independence, status, and success. They enjoy traveling the world and meeting new people. Some may call you an egocentric drama queen, but let's be honest, they're just jealous. Those who scored 500 to 650 points are mature souls. You don't chase money and fame at any cost. You know exactly who you are and strive to be your bright, authentic self. Mature souls tend to build loving, committed relationships with others and create loyal communities. People probably say you're a caring and responsible friend and leader. You need to stay true to your values and avoid temptations. If you've got 650 points and more, you have the soul of a wise person. Old souls, like you, enjoy simple moments in life and stay away from drama. You perceive life as your piece of art and master it with great patience. You solve problems with a joyful and creative approach. People come to you for advice and inspiration because you can find a way out of even the most desperate situation. A perfect career for you is the one that allows you to serve people, share your wisdom, and initiate their personal growth.
How much do you know about brands and logos? You've got a unique chance to figure it out. Pick the real logo and you'll get 1 point for each correct answer. You'll see your results at the end of the video. 1. Let's check how often you drop by Starbucks. Which logo is the correct one? If you've got it right, you're probably a fan of coffee. 2. And now, we'll see which messengers you use most. The real WhatsApp logo is on the right. 3. To bite or not to bite? That is the question. If you've picked the logo on the right, you're probably familiar with Apple products. 4. I'm almost sure I'll nail it. I didn't even have any doubts. 5. Do you know the correct logo of the world's largest producer of jeans? The real logo is the one on the right. 6. Red and yellow, or yellow and red. Oh, that's tough. MasterCard's logo has a red circle on the left and a yellow one on the right. They represent East and West. 7. And which logo does Total Energy Company have? Oh, it has a dark blue band in the middle. I'm afraid I may have failed this one. 8. In which direction does the cougar leap on the Puma logo? It faces left. 9. Do you know what the Tesco logo looks like? The letters on this logo should be red. 10. Both logos have 4 colorful squares, but what's the correct order? The real Microsoft logo is on the right. 11. Let's check if you've ever bought this laundry detergent. The correct logo is the one on the left. 12. Can you figure out which Citroën logo is the real one? Their herringbone emblem only has 2 sections. 13. Chocolate. But which one is the real thing? If you decided to pay for the one on the right, you're getting yourself a genuine Cadbury treat. 14. Do you happen to know the correct Aldi logo? Right, it's the one with the yellow frame. 15. Do you recognize the true Schweppes logo? It's the one with the red oval crest. 16. Just how often do you get yourself treats from Dunkin' Donuts? If you've picked the logo on the right, it must be often enough. 17. Are you into creating and sharing short videos? Then you must know which TikTok logo is the correct one. If you chose the one on the left, you've totally nailed it. 18. Which one is the real NASA logo? There shouldn't be any yellow color around the blue meatball. 19. 2 little blue birds. But which one is on the Twitter logo? It's the right one. The one on the left is a bit too fluffy. 20. This one is extremely confusing. Both logos look okay to me. More blue color, less red. Got it. 21. Even though I'm not a pro in gas and oil production, I think I know the correct answer. It's the logo on the left. Yep. 22. Do you recognize the logo of this electronics company? I have to admit, it was just a lucky guess. 23. Is it Coca-Cola or maybe Coca-Cola? And the correct answer is Coca-Cola. Sorry, the first logo is the real one. 24. If you're as much of an Oreo cookies fan as I am, you're bound to get this one right. Huh, guess what? I failed it. 25. This one will show how often you watch MTV. If you've picked the logo on the right, you probably watch it rather regularly. 26. Which one is the real Marmite logo? It's the one on the left. 27. Do you know enough about this internet-based company to recognize its logo? Oops, I got it wrong. What about you? 28. What is the real Nando's logo? The rooster's heart should be red. 29. Do you use this service often enough to know the correct logo? It's the one on the left. 30. Social media fans, this one should be a piece of cake for you. This only proves 1 point. I'm not an Insta person. 31. Oh, look at that. How am I supposed to choose between these two blue colors? Aha, first dark blue, then a lighter shade. 32. I've eaten their pizza enough times to know the real logo. It's the one on the right. Told you I'd recognize it. 33. Which one is the real Costa Coffee logo? It's the one with white coffee beans. 34. Try to figure out the correct Taco Bell logo. If you pick the one on the left, you're absolutely right. No pun intended. 35. Hey Google, which one is your real logo? The one on the right. Thought so. 36. Do you happen to know the correct little logo? It's the one with the red letter I. 37. The McDonald's logo? Easy peasy. Yep, it's the one on the right. 38. Can you remember where the stars are in the original Pret a Manger logo? They're on the sides. 39. Which Nike is real and which one is fake? While shopping, opt for the products that are decorated with the logo on the right. 40. Pick the correct Wendy's logo. I knew it was the one on the left. Are you ready to see whether you've nailed it? Here you go. If you scored 0 to 14 points, you aren't likely to care a lot about brands. You prefer to concentrate on functionality rather than on the producer. If your score is 15 to 27 points, you sometimes make your choices in favor of brands, but you don't care enough to remember what their logos look like. If you have 29 to 40 points, brands and logos probably play an important role in your life. Plus, you have a sharp eye and pay close attention to the smallest details. Thanks for playing.